Welcome back, guys, to a new live day trading episode. My name is Julius. I hope you're well. We are back in the S&P 500 future. I'm trading 5 micro contracts here. That equals the amount of $25 per point right off the bat. I hope you're all well. Please make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. If you're interested in live trading, I upload every Tuesday and Saturday. Alright, so as you can see, today's market is really choppy and in a very unvolatile range phase. So let's see how this day will turn out. Usually those range days are not in my favor. Alright, since this is a range until now, market opens in 20 seconds. We will buy the lows and sell the tops. Lows are here at the 28. It doesn't need to be the last tick, but more or less 28.5, 28.75 should be met in order for us to go long here. So let's see if the market immediately tests lower prices and we are able to go long. Okay, I'm gonna go long here, guys. This is fine for me, even though it's a point higher. Market tested here the 29. That is enough for me here. The entry price is 29.75, but it's more or less at the lows, okay? I do not want to miss out on the trade only because of like 1 pip. Important was that the market was testing low lows and now we really tested the lows. So this would have been the opportunity to go in a point lower. Doesn't matter, market tested the price level I wanted to see. Now we're in the market. Stop loss needs to be set at the 27.5. So this is a approximately 2-point stop loss. Totally fine. Oh, let me activate the account window. So account window is activated. We are testing lower prices here. That's totally fine. $30 in a loss currently. Let's see if the market can turn long again. Let's take a look at the footprint chart real quick. Okay, so I wanted to see a test of the 28.5. This is what happened. I went long a little too early here today, but I was fine with how the market behaved. And it looked to me for a second that we might immediately spike upwards. So I did not hesitate for long and immediately entered a long position. But now it turns out the market actually is not there yet and is still testing lower prices. But look at this volume. Today, really nothing is going on in the market. On Wednesday, there's a US holiday. Today is Monday. I don't know if there's a correlation, but like this is really no volume at all today. So let's see if this has something to do with it. Currently still 2 minutes, everything's possible. But this market is so unvolatile today that really also the stop loss is not too far away. So it's just a matter of time to see whether we are right or wrong here. Currently, it looks like we are not too right. Yeah, market is pretty short, not stopping, not abiding by the support that those lows should provide. So, okay, now we get some pullback. Come on, buyers, where are you? Delta is very negative. So active market sellers want to push lower. Usual behavior here. Okay, but this doesn't look too bad here for a second, but still over 1 minute to go, so everything's possible. We also had here the value area low, so I wasn't too wrong in entering immediately long, because I really thought, okay, maybe the value area low would hold. Oh, this is actually interesting. We really flipped into a bullish bar here. Wow. And we really flipped like sustainably. So it wasn't like a test, but we are really in a bullish bar and even in a little profit here. So we are sure, okay, we could have bought a little lower here. Market is so unvolatile. It's only like 1 point or so in which I would have had the chance to buy lower, but so far this doesn't look too bad. 15 seconds left. Let's see if this bar is somehow able to close pretty bullish here. That would be good. So I would want to see a close more or less at the tops of this candle. That would be a good sign. Yeah, that's perfect close here. Perfect close. Now there will be a fight between the sellers and the bulls. Okay? Sellers and buyers will get a fight here. So immediately we can see the sellers, and it's really with very little volume, everything here. So the sellers immediately try to push again lower. Point of control is a little in the way, maybe also value area low. The buyers definitely showed their strength here. They said, okay, sellers, you can go a little lower, but now enough is enough. We're gonna pull back this bad boy. And so they did. I'm profiting from that currently. We are printing a little wick here on this candle. Now would be the time to break the tops of this opening candle. And then there would be some room to maybe go here to the 36 with those imbalances. There might be some room. Yeah, that looks good. We broke the tops here by 1 tick. Only time can tell now, but I'm quite satisfied here. Entry could have been a little bit better, but as I explained already, from the market behavior, I thought, okay, maybe this will immediately go long. I won't risk too much here. We could have, in the end, definitely got the chance to buy a little lower at a better price, but I did not want to risk anything here, even though I initially said I want to see the 28.5 being hit, but eventually that did happen. All right, so far our job, or my job, for the next few minutes is done. Okay, we set a stop loss. Keep in mind, I'm not setting an automated stop loss with the broker here or with my charting software. I'm setting just a red line. This is my manual stop loss. Once a bar closes underneath it, I will reverse the position or close this long position and reverse into a short position. Okay, why do I do this? You see, the perfect example is today's trade. If I would have set in a automated stop loss, which is like the basic stop loss you can find on every charting software on any broker, okay? I would have probably set it underneath those lows again, as I did with my red manual stop loss, okay? We would have been stopped out here. The bar actually went 1.5 points lower than my stop loss was. So we would have been stopped out. Now I'm still into the trade. This could very well turn into a profitable trade. We will find out in the future, but for now I'm still into a okay position. And this is why I'm not using a automatic stop loss. You can do whatever you want to do, okay? What works for you best is probably your best choice. For me, this is my way of trading, and it might be a little different from the usual trading gurus you see on YouTube, but that is fine for me, okay? I will show you what I'm doing here. You can take some inspiration from it. You can find your own system. You can go away and watch some other guys trading differently, whatever suits you best, okay? I'm just showing you my experiences. And this is today is again a perfect example of why I'm stopping the way I'm stopping. So really nothing is going on here. We tested higher prices, which at first looked very good, but now the sellers came back in, again negative delta here on this candle. So the active sellers are not finished here. They want to push this market lower for sure. But what can I tell you? We're in a long position, and hopefully in the best scenario, this long position would last for the whole day and would continue until the market closes somewhere at the 5,500. Okay, that would be the best scenario I could imagine right now. This is not a reality on most of the occasions, okay? On most days, I will have to at least take one stop loss. This could be now in the initial position or later in the day once I moved the stop loss higher and higher, and at some point maybe I've been stopped out. For now, the stop loss needs to remain down here, and we have to wait for the market to finally decide in which direction we want to go today. This could lead to a quite boring day. Look at the recent price activity. So we can analyze just the price action for a second. The Asian session, really, I wouldn't overanalyze it here today. So once the European session opened, it got a little more interesting. So we had quite a sell-off. Then European session came in. We made all of that back, and it looked quite good for some time. So we actually made a new high and a higher low, but then made a double top here. This is where the problem began for today, for the buyers at least. We made a double top, a pretty perfect double top. So this would have been a very nice opportunity to short this market. And then we retraced. In 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles, the market completely sells off back to its previous range. And of course, that isn't the best beginning to a trending session. So that was the first step into this big range. So then we made actually a lower low, a lower high, and now again a lower low. So if we are very precise, we are in a short trend. If you want to see the smaller picture, I'm looking at the bigger picture from the whole day. And this is also where the market opened, was right here in the upper third of this range. So for me, there are no two opinions. I will trade this as a range market. So I did. And now, again, still only $30 in profit. That is not a lot, but we also did not have that much work, did we? So in that aspect, it's maybe quite a decent amount. Maybe all of the traders watching YouTube videos are spoiled with those very big numbers, but try working in real life, guys. if we're working at a McDonald's or something, I don't know what the hourly wage in the US is currently, maybe $12 or something. Like that's the minimum wage. Maybe you get 15 or 20, I don't know, 25. But we make, if I would have taken the profit here, $60 in like 10 minutes. So we are spoiled by those big numbers we see on social media. But in the end, also a $50 trade in 10 minutes is a very good wage, okay, guys? So maybe we should take a step back and really think a little smaller for the beginning. Of course, in the future, we want to make the big money, okay? $100,000 plus, okay? That is totally fine for the future, but maybe you should take a little step back here and really think, okay, I'm working here for 10, 12, 13 minutes and I'm $60 in profit. In the social media world, it's like nothing, okay? There are those videos where traders make $10,000 in 5 minutes, okay? But for us, who just want to live off trading or be profitable traders as the first step, it's not that bad. Of course, that's very simplified. We have to take into account that we also will have losing days, stuff like that. And then the $50 isn't that much anymore, but it was just a thought of mine. Of course, I want to make more money today, okay? A average trading day currently is something about $300 in the equity account for me. On various occasions, I also have those big trending days that I'm searching, that I want to hunt, and then I make $1,000 in one day, okay? But I also will have losing days where I lose $200, $300. That is totally basic daily routine stuff, okay? I'm looking for those trending days that will give me $1,000 each day, and an average trading day is maybe $200, $300 in profit. But I would say that today might be not an average day. The volatility is very little, the volume isn't that big. Maybe it's like one of those typical early summer trading days where already a lot of market participants are on holidays. I don't know. But we have to agree that since the opening, we did not move too much here. And I'm talking and talking and talking and won't stop. So maybe I should just be quiet for some time and we watch what the market is doing here together. Okay, maybe I'll fast forward the video and let's see. First step, as I told you before, would be I would be quite happy if we reach the 36 here. At those imbalances at the value area high here, that would be a first step here for me. If we would be able to reach the 36, that would be also maybe a point where we could think about breaking out of this little short. In trading terminology, you call this a channel, okay? I'm not the biggest fan of those trend lines and channels, etc. But in trading terminology, you might call this a little channel here, okay? I also, in my trading platform, have several objects that I could use to... Look here, channel. Let's see how this one works, just for fun. I will connect those 2 points, and then I could feather up this channel here. Something like that. I'm not using those drawing objects too much. As you can see, I'm relying on some point of interest here, on some horizontal lines and some little trend lines that I will also put in horizontally to mark my stop loss. But I'm not using those drawing objects and I'm not using indicators at all, okay? That might be the most disturbing fact for you, that I'm not using any indicators. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I want to see what the market is doing right now. If the market is going long, I want to go long. If the market is currently going short, I want to go short. And every indicator out there will lag behind, okay? Every MACD, every RSI, every stochastics, they will all lag behind. So if the market is currently long, the RSI may still go a little short or is in the oversold zone, whatever, okay? So I'm going to delete this channel. It looked quite good here for a second, but then the sellers immediately came back in. Let's take a look at the delta. We got a positive delta on this candle, now 2.5 minutes left. And this candle is being sold off. Maybe we have to take the loss here at some point. That might totally be the case, that we have to close the position here in a little loss. I will fast forward it, and maybe this will be a losing day. Sometimes that happens, but I want to show you the reality of trading, and it's not always pleasant. And I might not make 10,000 of views with this YouTube video where I show you like $100 loss, but that's the reality. And I think there should be more videos like this one where they show you what really is happening in the market. Okay, enough talk. I will mute myself for a second and we watch together what is happening here, okay? Well, that went fast. Here we went from approximately $100 winner to $100 loser. And now I have to reverse short here. And this is what we are gonna do. And I will set the stop loss above the last structural point, which is this one here. So we take a $100 loser here, unfortunately. So things happen. And as you can see, I'm only closing the position once a bar closes underneath my stop loss, okay? This has an advantage and a disadvantage. The advantage might be that I'm saving myself from those false breakouts where the market is not there yet and is going long again. Then I might profit from a long push, even though the market tested lower lows. Negative side, I could have stopped myself out maybe a little early, take the loss already here if I would have had an automated stop loss. And now I only took it down here. Like that happens, no big deal here. Now we're gonna see what the market is up to. One thing we can definitely say for sure, this short trend is continuing for now. We started in a range right now. This is not the biggest range anymore. So we had lower lows, lower highs, again lower lows. And now we'll see what happens. Okay, now I'm gonna be quiet for a second again. Stop loss is set. Let's see if it's right. Let's do that very carefully. Yep, it needs to be up here at the 34. One tick above the last structural point. I'm gonna see you in a second, guys. Okay guys, little update here. So in the last clip you saw that the market really went against me. So we made those new lows. I immediately shorted down here and the market did not go any lower. It actually completely reversed to the opposite, to the long side again. And I had to take the long position again, reverse position for the second time. And this is quite annoying here. So I needed to take some time off the monitor, go somewhere else, let the market run a little here and clear my head. Stay focused, not get emotional here, because we were already in a long position before this happened. Then I had to reverse short to then only go long again. That messed with my head a little bit. We are back here. This is real life. And now we are almost break even for the day. So this is how fast it can go. Unfortunately, we had a $300 loser in between. And now we are in a $300 winner. So after the market made a little retracement here, I was able to move the stop loss a little further to the long side. Now we're making new highs for the day. This is what I actually anticipated from the beginning. But the market had the audacity to go short first, stop us out here. Probably faked a lot of people. I thought the fake was over after this big wick and that I was lucky to have my manual stop loss to really only close position once a bar is closing underneath my stop loss. In this case, the market just got me as well. We closed underneath my stop loss. I had to reverse the position short. I had to take the loss only for the market to then go into my direction. I am sure that if you are a trader for yourself, this happened to you at least once. This is the truth. It also happens to me. I'm right with my assumption. I have a good entry, but the market is so annoying to fool me, to stop me out before going into my direction. I have some, in my system, I have some safety rules to keep me in a trade as long as possible and to not get fished so easily. Like closing a position only when a bar really closes underneath my stop loss. That prevents me from getting fished several times. But in this case, it wasn't possible. We can take a look at the footprint. So we went long somewhere down here. Everything looked good, but then this bar had to came in. And since then, we were in a complete rising market. This stopped us out, but then the market did not hesitate anymore, did not stop anymore, and is now rising, making new highs of the day. We actually hit the 36 as I predicted, and even then we made like this 2-bar retracement. I had the opportunity to move the stop loss a little higher, and then we went off for new highs of the day. So this could have been already a very profitable day. Imagine if we did not had to take this loss here and could have stayed into a long position, it would have been perfect. But I have some rules, I have my specific rules, and they told me I need to go short here, even though that is now the low of the day, which is of course the worst place to go short. But I want to keep the truth here, show you the real result. And I was really annoyed, I can tell you that. I wasn't in the mood of talking here. I just paused the recording here, let the market run a little bit. But now I'm back because of two reasons. First of all, because I cleared my head, I'm focused again. And second of all, because the market finally moves into my direction. Slowly but steady gets me back into the green here. So let's hope that we can continue a little further here to really make a profit here today. But this is the truth. This is a range day today. So the result that we are more or less break even is not surprising to me. That is the truth. That is a reality. And I want to show you this truth. I'm sure this happened to you, that you are being faked out by the market participants, by maybe the big institutions. They want to grab all of the buyers from lower prices and stop all of the retail traders out to then be more or less the only ones in the position. And then the buyers can slowly but steady come back in, providing liquidity. And this is what happened here. So I, for myself, went long again after some time, after we broke my second stop loss. And of course it wasn't pleasant and it wasn't fun, but this is what I had to do. And in the end, I know that my strategy will work. So I went long again, even though I could have gotten a better long entry without a loss. Doesn't matter. It is what it is. I went long again. And now we are again $300 up in front. Okay, this is what happens sometimes. And now the market could get a little slower, but I wanted to update you real quick. Nevertheless, I hope that we're gonna see at least some profit of the day. Maybe another opportunity to move the stop loss. We'll see what happens. I just wanted to update you on that real quick here. And I'm just gonna let the market run a little bit and we're gonna see what happens. Look at that. Now we are already in a profit. This is good news. Even though it's just a minor profit, the market is still rising, bringing us into a profitable position. This is what I love about my strategy. I don't need to get the entry perfectly right. Sometimes I get fished, sometimes I get stopped out, even though I have all of those safety rules that should prevent me from being fished, from being stop fished. In this case, it did not work. It immediately stopped me out at the last tick, only to then go into my desired direction. Sometimes that happens also to me, guys. This is a real trading experience and I'm sure it happens to you. But this should encourage you to keep on trading your strategy, to keep on going, because now you could have easily made the money back after several minutes and even be in the green for a little moment, okay? So I'm gonna wait here, I'm gonna update you a little later what happened here. I'm not gonna record everything, I'm gonna pause the recording again, and I'm just gonna update you on what the market did in a couple of minutes. Okay, guys? See you then. Okay, guys, so this is it. I'm gonna end today's trading session here. I waited for the market to reverse again, make a little pullback, go back to the tops. Now we got this finish retracement here and I moved the stop loss again underneath this new structure point. We are $400 in profit on this trade. Had a $340 loser before, so we're about $60 in profit here. That is not that much. We had that after the first 5 minutes of the trading day. But sometimes that happens. Sometimes all of this work is for nothing, but in the end it really isn't, because that is our system. We only have a working system if we abide by our rules day by day. And sometimes that leads to a lot of work without any big result. And sometimes it works even better and we make a lot of money. Today we end with the same result we had after the opening, but yeah, that is a result for today. Maybe this will work out for the rest of the day beautifully and I make $1,000. All of that is possible right now for you. I just wanted to show you that we are in a profit, that this is working, even though some hours of work needed to be done to achieve this result again. But so far, I'm happy with the result. Why? Not because I made the best decisions here today, but I act accordingly to my rules. I did everything right. I abided by the rules. I did not break any rule and I traded my system flawlessly. And now I'm in a winning position. And this is all that matters here, guys, okay? So the market eventually turned out long. I wish I could have held on to the first long position, but the market got me a little hard time in between. And yeah, but now my strategy pays off again. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked the authentic live trading experience of mine today. So this is no fake stuff. This is a real equity account. I'm trading real money here. And I'm going to end today's live trading session with a profit of $50, $60, $70. Depends on where this candle is currently at. I'm going to hold on to this long position until the market closes. So let's hope that we can make some more money out of it. Guys, I'm back for 1 second. I just wanted to show you that I ended the recording. The face cam is already off, but the market exploded to the long side. We're in a profit of over $700 on this trade. So overall in the profit of over $300. Can you imagine, guys? So this is what is possible. Now imagine we would have not been stopped out on this first trade. You see what would have been possible. That would be a profit of over $700. Okay, I just wanted to show you that real quick because I really ended the recording and then the market started exploding here. So guys, big profit here. Everything is possible. Believe in yourself. Even though the opening might start a little choppy, everything is possible. Believe in your strategy. That's it for me, guys. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.